Welcome back, everybody, to another episode here of G1's World, episode number 6. As you can see, we have a giant stone platform here. This is actually the foundation for the rest of Ashmere University. I find it easier to build when you actually have something to build on, so that's why the foundation is there. Now, in today's video, we're going to be working on this section right over here. I'm actually genuinely excited because we're going to be working on a little oh my goodness, why am I so bad with words? Courtyard. Yes, an entrance courtyard thingy that's going to go right here, and very similar to the actual hardware like this is inspired by. It's going to go straight into the Great Hall over here. Then we're going to make a hallway going over here and then turn over there to an astronomy tower right over there. Now, the idea for the end of this episode is that I can come and stand over here, turn around and see a pretty cool astronomy tower here with also the Great Hall over here. Now, we're going to get straight into it and get started by outlining all of the buildings. So I began by outlining the courtyard area. Nothing too fancy. I wanted the big part to be the Great Hall here because obviously I have a lot of big plans for this. So I wanted the Great Hall to be the bigger part here, which I think that this is pretty spacious enough to fit all of my plans. So I'm very happy with that. But obviously the thing that's a little bit more difficult and the thing that you probably care more about right now is the astronomy tower. So I started off by going diagonally from the corner of the Great Hall because I kind of want the two to intersect almost. And I think I went out maybe 20 blocks, and then I also went out 20 blocks from the pillar there. You can see the torch, that's the center. I went out 20 blocks each, and then as you can see, there's a little the flat walls there. Those, I think I went about 6 out on each side for a total of 13, so that's pretty cool there. And then the hard part was connecting them. I had to do the exact same design for each one, which was pretty difficult. I started off pretty good, and then yeah, towards the second half I kind of slowed down a little bit, but I think it still looks pretty good. And now that we have everything outlined, I would like to start working on the astronomy tower first because it is the one that I am most excited for. Now, I have an idea in my head on how I want this to look. I don't know if it's going to look very well, if I'm going to be honest with you, but I'm very excited to try. Now, in order to begin, we're going to have to grab some of this black stone and turn it into the chiseled polished black stone. And we're going to go right ahead and replace all of this netherrack. And now that everything is replaced, we're going to be going up 3 blocks here for a total of 4 for almost like a foundation, if that makes sense. Okay, so now I'm going to quickly focus on just this side right here. That way I can demonstrate to you guys what exactly I want to do for the other 4 sides, or maybe only 3. I'm not sure if I want to do this side over here yet, only because I'm pretty sure, I'm 99.9% sure that there is going to be another part of the castle going up right against here. So I don't know if the design I want to do is really worth doing here. I'll figure that out later. For now, let's get to work on this side right here. We're going to save the flat part of the wall later, and we're going to work for this one right here. Now, what I'm going to start off by doing is just going up a couple layers like this, right? Doing something, maybe we'll even go 2 there, right? Just a little bit like that, because I do want to put some blackstone here. I do want these walls on the side to be made mostly of blackstone going up. I just want, again, a smooth transition from the foundation into this there. I think that is pretty cool, and then I missed a couple right there. We'll just go 1 and 2. Yep, that is brilliant. That is looking pretty good. Now, what we're going to be doing next is going onto this wall here, and then we're going to be doing something interesting. So we're going to keep the chisel going up here. We're going to go 3. Actually, I don't even know how much we're going to go in. So we'll go, again, the same thing over here. Then we're going to grab some regular blackstone, and then we're going to go actually 1 back over here. Okay, so we're going to go 3. Actually, let's just go all the way down. And then I think here, this is where I want to do something kind of interesting. Actually, we're going to get rid of this layer here because this is where we're going to put some blackstone right here. The chisel one, that is. Now, you might be wondering, what are we going to do with this section here? Okay. What do we think? I actually think I like that quite a lot. I really like a couple of things with this. I like that the walls back here are kind of back 1, so it's almost on the same level as this one here, which I honestly kind of like. But then I like for this one here, I was a lot darker here, but it also kind of looks magical, right? It looks like there's a line going through, almost like a magical line going up, which I think is going to be really cool. It also does, I think it provides light as well. Yeah, you can see if I turn off my full bright, it does provide just a hint of light there, which I think is... oh, that's going to look so cool in my honest opinion. Now, one thing I did want to try with you guys really quick is what if we put some walls here? I'm putting the polished blackstone walls from the walls over here, and this is what it looks like. Wow, I don't know what noise that was. See, I like the wall there, but I don't love how it kind of just goes into the wall there. So maybe for this one over here, let us try really quick putting a chiseled blackstone there and then going into that. Maybe that small detail will help. Oh, Okay, that does make a difference here. Let me quickly try it over here now because I think that's pretty good here. So if we could go here. Okay, yeah, I've got to say that does look a lot better. Wow, that is one massive tower, but honestly, it does look pretty cool. Like, I've got to say, I actually really like the purple streak. I was honestly a little bit nervous that the crying obsidian wouldn't grab your attention like I wanted to, but honestly, it really grabs your attention. Like when you look at it, almost like you're looking at it, and it's like bang, it's like right there. Like it grabs your attention immediately and your eyes kind of lock onto it. I definitely really like this. And would you look at that? The tower is now complete. And from a distance over here, I love just how tall it is. The only thing that we need to do is work on the top right there. Really quick before we do that though, I did do one small detail here. And it's actually at the very top. I went ahead and placed some of the respawn anchors at the top so that you have that kind of yellow glow at the top. And I've got to say, it does look pretty cool. I wish it was nighttime so you guys could see that at night because I think it would look really cool at night. I did also go ahead and put in the floor and the staircase going down. So now we have an actual way up and I don't need to use my rockets. Now, what I was thinking of doing is in the corners over here where we have the one piece over here, I'm kind of thinking maybe we go up from here. I'm kind of thinking we go 6 high, so potentially we'll go 7, and then this is where we'll kind of repeat what we did on the bottom on the edges over there with the chiseled. Yeah, okay, that isn't too bad here. Now, I think what I'm going to be doing is for the top part right here, I think a glass roof would be kind of perfect. Now, I don't want to do a glass roof for all of the towers. I know that's kind of the trend because we did that with that one over there, and now we're doing with this one over here. But I think for this one, it does actually make sense to be able to look up and see the stars at night. So I think we're going to be going with some glass here, which we'll get to in a moment, because what I was thinking of doing is on these spots here where there's like the flat edges here, what if we made these come out a little bit? Now, honestly, I've got to say, I really do like the look of having the deep slate tiles here. Now, I'm wondering, how do we make this go out a little bit? Like, I don't know. Maybe we go stairs on the edges, like maybe we go stairs here potentially, and then we go into the slabs, right? Like maybe we don't want this to be like too big. Maybe we just make this be like a really small little thing here. Oh, we might have to worry about snow here. That's okay though. Like I don't mind that, but I feel like okay, so I think we're gonna put a pillow over here, and then I think we wrap this one around, so maybe we do go one more out over here, right? Yeah, I actually think that this looks good here. A, it stops the students from falling over, which is good, but also B, it almost looks like this is like holding it up, right? Like this is like kind of like the frame. This is like kind of connected to the actual floor here, and it's holding it up, which I do like. The one thing that I don't love though is this spot here. Although you see, I don't, you see, I'm conflicted because part of me wants to put the deep slate tiles here, right? That way it looks like it's one unique floor. But then the problem is that from the bottom here, you would see that it's not exactly the same there. You know what I mean? Yep, I don't like it. We're going to stick with the chisel polished blackstone. That is so hard to say, the chisel polished blackstone. Okay, so the next thing that I would like to worry about is the corners over here, because I don't know what I want to do with them. Now, I don't think I want to fill them in with anything. I do want to do something cool. Now, I don't know if I want to just do that, honestly. Like, I think that's just, I don't know. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great either. We could do some walls here, which I actually don't mind the look of that, honestly. Like, maybe. Now, we're going to get back to these in a second because I do like this, but I want to do one more thing on top of it. For now that it's nighttime, I actually want to go ahead and replace the fog lights here with the pearlescent fog lights. Because we have the purple kind of glow with the crying obsidian on the side over here, I think it's fair that we use the purple one here. So I do want to do that, which I do think looks kind of cool, and it also lights up the area over here. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, I don't care if the entire thing is bright up here. Like, I don't care if you can't see the thing when it's dark here. Like, I don't care if you can see the floor like how you can with the full light. I actually don't care about that. And honestly, I would kind of prefer if it remained a little bit dark at nighttime. What I do care about though is mob spawning. I don't want monsters to spawn up here. So I think what we'll do is maybe, ooh, I don't know how we're going to do this. Maybe like in the corners here, we do something there. No, that doesn't seem right. Maybe we could do something like that. And I like how it actually sits lower than everything else. Like this is the tallest one. That's the second. And then this is the lowest. I do like that. Now, I don't know if that's going to prevent mob spawning. Here, I guess one way we can test is if we go to the bottom of the tower over here, which I don't know how we're going to decorate this, as I might save this for the live stream to decorate. But anyways, if we fly back up with free cam, mob monster shouldn't be spawning. For context, I did just update my instance to the new 26.1 update, and I don't have the light mod overlay thing that I usually have, so I can't tell if that's a spawnable spot up there, but I think we're safe. Nothing's spawning up there, so I'm gonna assume that we're good. Okay, so now to finish off the little railing things that we were working on before, the fog lights, and this is what I've done. I think that I actually kind of like this. So basically, this is just the polished black stone pressure plates, and this is what it'll look like if I turn on my full bright really quick. Honestly, I've got to say, I actually think this looks really good in my opinion. Oops, we don't want to place it there. Yeah, I think this looks really good, and I like how thin it is there as well. Like, I didn't want to do slabs because it's too thick, but I think this works, and I accidentally placed one there too. Yeah, I really like the way this looks. Okay, we are definitely not safe. There was a skeleton that spawned up here and started shooting me when I was putting in the pressure plates. Okay, so we need to find, and I kind of assumed, so there's a couple like spots like right here where it seems pretty dark. I don't have any on me at the moment, but I think what I'm going to do is place some glow lichen down instead. That should be enough to stop the mob spawns because I don't want that much, but I also don't want it to be too bright in here. Like I said, that arrow was in a weird spot. Yeah, so I don't want it to be too bright in here, but I think glow lichen will be just bright enough to stop the mob spawning without like making it too bright. So yeah, for now I'm going to temporarily place these down. By the way, I did think of another reason why I like having the pressure plates here on these walls here, and that is because it differentiates it from the walls over here. So as you can see, I didn't put any here. That's not because I'm lazy or anything like that, but it's because I want these to act like as actual like walls and stuff like that. And these are kind of like, yeah, they're walls, but they're also like decorative pieces here as well. So that's kind of why we have these corner pieces here, or the top pieces here, but not here. Okay, so with the glow lichen now in place, the last thing that we need to do is the glass dome. Now, unlike in the last episode where we did the glass dome over there and we had to get like a weird unique shape for this one here, we're just gonna be following the building here. I'm not gonna be doing anything too fancy, and I believe in this chest I should have plenty of glass. Yes, we do. And now comes the fun part of building up the glass dome. That sounded sarcastic, but honestly I am kind of excited, so let's get started. And with the astronomy tower now complete, it's time that we move our way down to the main great hall here and the courtyard entrance right here. Now, I think we're going to start off with the courtyard area here because it's going to be a lot more open and we get to do a lot more of the smaller decorations, which I really would like to do because I'll be honest, placing a bunch of blocks, the same like 2 or 3 blocks for like 3 hours on end in a time lapse is honestly something that I want to wait for a little bit later when it comes to the Great Hall. So yeah, let's work on the more fun part right now. Now, just like the astronomy tower, we are going to start off by replacing the netherrack here with the deep slate. Alrighty, so here is where the entrance slash the bridge thing is going to be going over here. So we're going to have the entrance be right here. Now, I don't know if I want to use like another block potentially to like build this up. I kind of want to do like a pillar here and then pillars in each of the corners and the doorways here. So again, I don't know if I want to do this like the regular one. I kind of think I do, honestly. Yeah, like I don't think I want to do anything too fancy over here. I don't know how high we're going to make this as well. Alrighty, so what I've gone ahead and did is added almost like little windows in the middle over here, so you can kind of see that we have this little thing right here. Now I think what I would like to do next is add a line across the very top because I still want the windows to be a 3x3. Now we're going to be doing a couple more things to this wall here and this wall here specifically because those two walls there are going to be like kind of walls for the hallway over here. So we're not going to make the hallway be this small. We're going to be making it a little bit taller. I don't know how tall we're going to make it. So the walls will be going up a little bit over here. So yeah, it's going to be the same for this wall here and this wall like I mentioned before. The rest will just kind of stay this height here. Now I do overall enjoy this. What I would like to do now is I think I'm going to grab a couple of these these cobbled deep slate stairs here. And I think I'm just gonna place them kind of like this. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. Now, the one thing that I did want to try is adding in these slabs here. Do I like the look of that? No, I really don't. I wanted to try it just to see if I did. I don't really want you to be able to jump over this, but I think that looks a little bit too thick there. Yeah, so I kind of like the look of this here. I think this is perfect. So the next thing that I'm doing is making a path right here to the actual entrance to the hallway over here. Now, before we go ahead and get the path in, I actually want to quickly go ahead and bone meal the entire area because I am 99% sure that the path that the moss will actually break the deep slate. I don't know if it'll do the cobbled deep slate. I think it'll do the regular deep slate here. So let me quickly test that. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that is correct here. So good thing that I did that because otherwise we would have made the path and then I would have had to basically do half of it again. And now it's time that we place in the path. Okay, so with the path now in, we're going to go ahead and place water and get rid of all of the stuff that's on top of the regular moss because I've never really liked it and I especially don't like it now. I mean, come on, does that not look a whole lot better? Now, the next thing that we're going to do is light up the area by using the green fog lights and hide them underneath the moss carpets. And then lastly, I think what we're going to do is in this section here, we are going to plant just a couple azalea trees. I don't want to do too many. I think maybe one there, maybe one there. Maybe one in like the spot like right here, I think could be kind of cool. Yeah, just like a couple. Maybe we'll actually do one more there. And maybe like one here, and then maybe two here. So like maybe we'll go like one and then two here. Okay, I actually like that. Okay. I might do a few more decorations in the days to come, or the weeks or the months or however long the season is going to last. I don't know when I'll do those changes, but for now, I think this is a good foundation. And honestly, this is, I think, a good entrance to Ashmere University. I mean, I like the openness here, but then you kind of still feel like you're part of the school. And then as you get over here, this is where we'll actually go into the school. I am going to need a lot more deep slate because this took a lot more than I thought it would. So yeah, let me quickly go ahead and gather a little bit more deep slate and then we'll get started here on the Great Hall. As you can see, I've already gone ahead and placed down some fog lights to hopefully prevent mobs from spawning. Hopefully this is enough. I'm a little bit nervous that in this section here there might be a couple of rogue monster spawns. I really hope not. Now it's going to be made of the same materials over here and I don't know how high I want it to go. Okay, so I'm back over here at my little starter base over here to see. Now I think personally it shouldn't go like the very top of the roof. I mean like the absolute tip of it should probably be maybe at about this height, I'm kind of thinking. So I'm kind of picturing the building will go here. We see the tower that's clearly taller than it. And then there's a little bit of skylight in the back or room for like more towers if we put some in the back over there. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So yeah, maybe we go to like maybe like about there or something. Okay, so I think I have a rough idea on how high I want this building to be. So let's get started with the building. And welcome everybody to the Great Hall. Now, obviously we still need a roof. Now, I truthfully don't really know what I would like to do with the roof. Now, my original idea was to keep this all be entirely made out of deep slate, kind of have that tower over there being made completely out of blackstone, and then having this one be completely made out of deep slate. But then I had a realization. 2 realizations in one video? What am I, like a genius or something? Boy, I wish I was. So what I realized is that I actually like having the regular black stone block there for the roof here, like how we did on this building here, which is the same design as we did down there. I really like that contrast of how you have like the light gray, but then you have the black on the top. I really enjoy that. So I think we're going to go with that here. But another realization that I made, well, I guess technically the same realization, is that I technically use deep slate right there, which means it's not entirely made out of black stone. So I guess it's okay if we use black stone for this part here. Now, hopefully we have enough. Admittedly, I actually don't know if we have enough. Let's see. We have, oh, we're off to a great start. We have none in here. We have, oh no, we have one stack in here. And then, okay, we have almost a full shulker box here. So if we actually take this out, we have 2 empty, but then we almost have a full shulker box here. We do have a full shulker box here and another full shulker box here. Okay, I don't know if this is going to be enough. I really do hope so. Now, just like last time, we're going to start off by using some dirt to kind of outline a frame, if I can actually land up here, that is. And we're going to see if we can come up with a design that we like. Now, I'm not just going to go kind of straight up like this, as you guys know. I've been changing that recently, and I've been really enjoying it. I mean, proof one right there. Okay, what do we think about this right here? Because honestly, I don't think it's that bad if we quickly land really quick and, ooh, a perfect landing. And then if we fly back really quick, yeah, honestly, I've got to say, I do really like this. This is almost exactly what I envisioned as well. So I do really like this. And really quick, this is what it would look like with the black zone. I do think it's going to look really, really cool. And now for the long and tedious task of building this all the way to the end. This is hopefully not going to take too long. So, as it turns out, just over 3 shulker blockers of Blackstone was not enough because all that I've really been able to do is about half of the roof over here. I did start at the bottom, didn't end up finishing. I stopped right there because I ran out. So I have to go AFK my bartering farm, but this is what we have so far. And honestly, it doesn't look bad. Like, I've got to say, I actually like the roof from this side over here. Like, it does look pretty clean. But yeah, I'm gonna need to go AFK my farm for a little bit. After a quick AFK session, I have returned and finished the entire building over here. You can see it honestly does look pretty cool. Okay, here we are once again at my starter house here. And as you could see, we made the roof a little bit too tall. I said I wanted it to go about there, and I ended up making it go about there. Now, honestly, that is fine. And I did know that I was doing that when I made this roof, but that's because I do want the inside to be very grand. But as you can see from down here, even with the glass, you can still see that this part is taller. So I will say that this is pretty good in my opinion. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't want to do that many small decorations with this build because I want it to be more like ancient and old, if that makes sense. So I don't want to do too many decorations. However, I would like to do one big decoration right on this back wall right there, right here. And it's going to be one massive window right here. Alrighty, so I think we're going to be making the window start at this height here. Now, again, I want it to be kind of like a big circle. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to make it be, I don't know how wide I want this to be. Yeah, I think that's wide enough. I still want to have some kind of wall here. So I think we're going to be making it go right here. And I actually realized I think I'm going to be making it more of like an oval rather than a circle because I don't want like a massive circle to kind of go here because this part kind of goes up. I kind of want part of it to go up like a little bit here. So we're going to kind of do an oval instead. Is that an oval? I kind of don't know what shape that is exactly, but honestly, I do really like it, so we're gonna stick with it. Okay, now I'm trying to see if I like replacing the edges with the black stone rather than going like in one. So instead of like kind of doing something like this, I'm kind of like actually replacing the edge here with it. And honestly, I think I like that a little bit more. And then the next thing we're gonna do is bring this out by one. I like the way that it looks on the edge. And now with some glass panes at hand, I think what I'm going to do is do what we did for one of the builds. I forget which one exactly we did lately, but usually I would put the glass here, but I actually enjoyed placing it one in here. And then you kind of have this like little lip thing here, which again, I don't know why I enjoy that so much, but I really do. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and carefully place down the glass pane and not make another mistake like I just did. And for the last time, let's once again go back to the starter base and look at this. Oh, that does look really cool in my honest opinion. Oh, I hate that I can see the snow. If I couldn't see the snow, it would literally be perfect, but that's something that I can't control right now. Boy, that is kind of, it's a kind of, I'm at a loss for words. Like the fact that it's actually built, like that we actually did this is like kind of surreal, honestly. I have my mini map mod again, so you can kind of see just how much we've actually done. It looks very, I mean, wow, this is so, I think this is probably the most we've done ever, I think. Yeah, this is almost about the same size that we've done for both of these two sections here in one video. Which, speaking of the video, I would like to quickly take a little moment and apologize for the lack of them. I know this video took quite a while to come out. I've had a lot of stuff kind of going on and like fixing a lot of problems that I've been having with my computers and things like that. And I think finally I gotten everything set it up. And then obviously that took a lot of resources, like not just like a Blackstone there, but also a lot of deep slate, a lot of deep slate. So yeah, I kind of I apologize for the lack of videos. Hopefully they come back and are a lot quicker to make now. I know I'm supposed to be apologizing, but man, I'm still in awe with how crazy that looks. Look how good it is. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait for it. I think what I'm going to do, I've been kind of doing this lately with the greenhouse and just recently with the storage room building, where I've been decorating them on stream, and honestly I've been really enjoying that, truthfully. So I think what we're going to do is the greenhouse here, or I'm sorry, the astronomy tower here that we made, and the great hallway here, I'm going to be decorating on stream with you guys. So if you guys want to see that, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you guys get notified when I go live. It's always a lot of fun to get your input on this, and man, it's gonna be so fun once we actually get this decorated and things like that. But I've got to say, I think that's gonna be it for now, everybody. I do hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, let me know in the comment section down below what your favorite part of today's video was. Do you guys like the Great Hall the most? Do you guys like the courtyard? That's the word. Do you guys like the courtyard more, or do you guys like the astronomy tower the most? Because I've got to say, I was pretty excited for the astronomy tower, and then I was excited for the courtyard, and then I got really excited for the Great Hall here. So personally, I don't think I can pick a favorite. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to see you guys in the next one, and have a great rest of your day.